Hello everyone, I know it's a little late, but I recently came across this accent tag and it looked really fun to do, so I thought I'd give it a try. But before I get into it, I wanted to give a little bit of background information. So I was born in the Philippines, but I moved to Hawaii when I was 6 years old. I can understand Tagalog, but I can't really speak it. I'm more fluent in Ilocano actually. Ilocano is a different dialect from Tagalog. So here in Hawaii, Ilocano is a lot more well known than Tagalog actually. My parents speak to me in Ilocano, so in school though, in elementary and intermediate school, we're taught basic Japanese and Hawaiian. Japanese because like a lot of people from Japan come here, and it's nice to actually know Japanese because most places who hire want you to know Japanese, especially like hotels and stuff like that. We also learn basic Hawaiian because we're in Hawaii, so I actually forgot some of my Hawaiian. I only know like hello, welcome, thank you, stuff like that. Even my colors, just those. Um, and we also have a language. Well, I don't know if you can call it an accent or if it's more of a dialect, but it's called Hawaiian Pidgin. And Hawaiian Pidgin is a mix of English, Japanese, Cantonese, Korean, Hawaiian, Portuguese, and Ilocano words. I don't usually speak in Pidgin though, only if someone talks to me using it. But in school, a lot of the teachers are very adamant about speaking proper English. So sometimes my accent will change depending who I'm talking to. Like with my friends, I can usually speak like Valley Girl Pigeon English kind of thing. Like, oh, did you guys like see the movie last night? That was so weird. I can speak like that with a certain few of my friends. My best friends, I'm kind of more laid back with her. I'd say, dude, what's up? What's hanging? Kind of thing. With my parents, I have a mix of English, Ilocano, I don't know, Ilocano-ish or something. But for teachers, I would usually speak in standard American English. So how I pronounce my words may not always be the same as everyone else in Hawaii though. So, okay, moving on. The first part of this accent tag is just repeating a list of words here, so I'll just start. Aunt, root, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, crayon, toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, cot. Okay, so some of these things I actually pronounce differently because I just pronounce it differently, because I know my sister would say data, but I say data because it's easier for me. Alright, so the second part is a question and answer, so let's see here. Okay, so question 1. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? I believe it's called TPing, but I've never actually heard of anyone doing that here because toilet paper is super expensive, and most people I know would get scolded by their parents if they did that. Like my parents, for example, they would lecture me about how people in the Philippines can use that and to live in or something. I don't know, I'm exaggerating, but yeah, off track here, sorry. Question 2. What is the bug that when you touch it curls into a ball? Roly-poly. Yeah, roly-poly. Used to play that in the playground. 3. What is that bubbly carbonated drink called? I would call it a soda, but my parents call it a soft drink, and sometimes I get influenced by them. Number 4. What do you call gym shoes? I'm not a person who classifies their shoes. I just wear whatever I have. But in high school, I used to call them my PE shoes. Some of my classmates used to call them running shoes or sneakers or trainers or something. 5. What do you say to address a group of people? Um, Depending if I know them well or not, if it's a group that I'm not overly familiar with, I would be like, hello everybody, very proper. If it's my friends, I would just be like, hey guys, what's up? 6. What do you call the kind of spider or spider-like creature that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Those are the daddy long legs. What do you call your grandparents? Well, my grandparents from my mom's side passed away before I could really get to know them, but my grandparents on my dad's side, I call them, for my grandfather, I call him tatay, and my grandmother's nanay. Tatay and nanay is actually Ilocano or Filipino for mom and dad. But growing up, my parents had always called them nanay and tatay, so we just stuck with that. For older people, like other older people, I call them nana and tata. Number 8. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? I would either call them a push cart or a shopping cart, or just, cart for short. Number 9. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? There's actually a specific word that I use in Ilocano. It's called tudung kurat, and it means just that, raining while the sun is out. Tudu meaning rain and kurad, I don't know. But I think it's only us who uses it in the Philippines. I don't know if anyone else, because I do have some Filipino friends who, when I say it, they're like, oh, what's that? I've never heard of that. So, but in English, I would say it's drizzling. I mean, I know drizzling can also mean a light rain, but for me, I use it also when it's raining and the sun is out. I say it's drizzling. The last question says, what is the thing you change the TV channel with? We call it a remote control, or a remote for short. So that's all, and I hope you guys found some of my answers amusing, because I know sometimes when I talk to my friends in the mainland, they're a bit surprised by what I use. I think one of my friends were so weirded out when I say rubbish bin or rubbish can, but I don't know. But I know a few people call it trash can, so that's all. If you guys have any questions or whatnot, just comment me and I will get back to you.